Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 6. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. So when the episode first opens up, Stacey just told Karen what Mia said about the rehab of it all. Now, Ashley done slithered her way into the living room where everybody else is. So Karen said, no, I don't need rehab. And if I did, I would say that I did because I feel like when people are sick, they need to go to the doctor. And no, I never told Mia that I wanted to go to rehab. She said, you know what? It really doesn't bother me because Mia had her own rehab that she went through for an opioid addiction. And that's why she started the joint. Okay, here we go. Stacey talking about, no, we're not going to, what we're not going to do. Mia's a lot of things, but we're not going to do that. Yes, we are going to do that. Yes, we are. Mia doesn't care who she hurts. She started it by lying, saying Karen told her that she wanted to go to rehab. And didn't she just call Kay stitches? Mia is nobody's victim. But let's just get this straight. Two things can be true. Karen, you are deflected, and I know you don't want to incriminate yourself up here on this TV screen, so I get it. But at the same damn time, everybody can't be lying. This is how I view things. If one person says it, it might be a lie. If another person says it, it's like, all right, now, I don't know. But girl, everybody's saying the same thing, and we know that there's clearly an issue somewhere. Now, Mia and Jacqueline were being messy in that room talking about, you really need girl, they don't care if you go to rehab or not. They don't care if you get help or not. They were looking for a moment and they took it. So Karen decided to turn around and take her moment. So yes, Mia has had an addiction before and she has gone through rehab. And Karen also has some things that she can work on. Deflection and drinking being one of them. Moving forward. Karen, I don't know if she said she started the joint because of an addiction. Ma'am, it's giving Gizelle and Sing Sing. Remember when Karen said Gizelle to Sing Sing? I said, now why is she sending her to a maximum security prison? Baby, this right here is a fool. But I don't feel bad for Mia because Mia was in that room starting and she been starting with Karen since they got down there, child. They just want something to do. So now that Karen's got that out of the way and all of the women are like, what? I didn't know that. Girl, it was all over the news, okay? So now that all the ladies have gotten that tea, they're all outside by the pool except Mia. Charles Jazzy done came out in her solid gold bathing suit and flopped down in that pool. When I tell you, baby, the way she flopped in that pool like an unkempt mermaid, I said, baby, this right here is a mess. I mean, she came up gracefully, but that flop down was a whole fool. So then they're talking and Stacey is giving compliments like between your body and Kiana's lingerie, like y'all have it really going on. So then Kay said that Stacey had been on FaceTime with TJ the entire time. And Stacey said it's because she misses him when they aren't together. So then Karen asks when she's going to be divorced. And she says she doesn't know because they don't agree on certain things. She said, oh, okay, well, you can talk to Ashley about that. Karen, now you know full well. Ashley does not have the answers. Here go Ashley talking about, yeah, no, I'm going to mediation in June. I think she said June or July. So I can get an agreement to then file for divorce. Skirt. Ashley, you sat down with Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, earlier this season, and you mean to damn tell me that you haven't even filed for divorce? Ashley, please. Girl, I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Girl, please. Tell us when y'all are actually doing something. You've been saying the same thing for seasons now. When you were riding around with that rehearsed scene of you riding through the neighborhood, it's gotten out that I filed for divorce. Y'all ain't did nothing. Girl, bye. Moving forward. So then Stacey asked about introducing men to the kids. And Ashley said that she has not. But her and Michael agreed that any woman that he's with, she has to meet the woman first. Child, all this old imaginary stuff Ashley talking about. Y'all got an agreement on when to meet the kids and all this other kind of stuff, but y'all ain't got an agreement to divorce? Okay, sure, Jan. So as they're all talking about kids, Kay talks about being around her man's kids. So then Jazzy chimed in and they start showing these flashbacks of Jazzy explaining her and her NFL boo's relationship. And it's not looking or sounding right. Jazzy, it's not. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean, honey. Something don't make no sense. Now, Stacey said, listen, we haven't really talked about the nuts and bolts of Jazzy's relationship. Honey, Stacey is like, let's get into that. Y'all worried about my devout Christian. Let's worry about him. So she thinks that there's more than meets the eye to the relationship. Well, I ain't the one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. But word on the street is that some things are afoot. Okay, some things are amiss. Now, I don't know what's going on. I don't know where Jazzy got him, and I don't know how she got him. That ain't none of my business. I'm just saying, moving forward. So after all of that, they kind of loosen up a little bit. Wendy got some flowers from Eddie and her kids. They start dancing. Stacey is doing the robot. I'm like, girl. Baby, Stacey over there moving to the beat of her own damn drum. Mia is trying to dance on Kiana for her to forget that she clowned her 2 seconds prior to that. Baby, y'all let Mia play all day. Because no, ma'am. And Wendy talking about she's used to clapping for acceptance or forgiveness or something she said. It was funny. But at the same time, Mia will not be allowed nowhere near me. And I mean, just disgusting. And side note, Wendy, girl, that body is everything. When I say everything, baby, you're looking like something. Okay, 40. In the next scene, child, Gizelle is back. Hey, girl. Jizzy, I forgot all about you now. And that ain't good. Okay, the girls were really doing what the girls had to do, and I forgot that you were there or you weren't there. So Jazzy starts filling her in on what's been going on. She's telling her about the scar and the street pharmacist. Jazzy, also tell her your tea. Okay, because they was talking about you as well. So then Ashley showed up and Jacqueline comes out talking about, ooh, Gizelle, the ladies don't know how to act when you're gone. Girl, sit down and hush. Gizelle ain't in charge of nobody but her. So then the rest of them came down. They're driving the boat. Okay, if you don't know what driving the boat is, honey, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. They all drinking. They're pouring liquor into each other's mouths straight out the bottle. Then here come Mia being literally thirsty. Putting her whole thoke, and yes, I said thoke, putting her whole thoke all over the bottle, talking about, and that's how you keep 2 men. Baby, I wouldn't want Gordon or Murder Inc. I wouldn't want neither one. If that's how you get 2 of those kind, baby, I don't want it. Okay, that's how I know this is an arrangement. And somebody throw that bottle away. Somebody get that bottle and throw that bottle away. Y'all, I don't want y'all to accidentally drink out of it. That was just disgusting to me. Them lips been on everything and everybody. Just nasty. So then they get on the sprinter and they leave. Gizelle is looking up TJ. She's seeing all his accolades. One thing I won't take away from you is your accolades. Oh, child, I can hear Dee now. Baby, that's a mess. Now, I knew I had seen him before and he looked familiar, but I wasn't quite sure how I knew him. I thought he had one of those faces, but he is, in fact, an actor. So Stacey is telling Gizelle that they aren't having the sexuals because he's a devout Christian. And all this time, he's been waiting on his wife. Ma'am, TJ sees this as another acting role, and he is playing the role of the BFF. And that's to you. He don't want it. He don't want it. He don't want it. That man ain't thinking about having sex. Not at all. At least he's not thinking about having sex with you. Okay, I'm just saying. And the devoutness of it all, it's a little sus as well. Because, baby, aren't you still married? Devout means, baby, you are not veering from the script. You live by the word. So you still being married is not giving devout. It's giving without. I don't know. It's just not giving. Moving forward. So on Wendy's birthday weekend, we're visiting the joint. Okay, well, let's go. So this is all about Mia and nobody else. Please let this trip be over soon. Because I was wondering when we were going to start the festivities for the actual birthday girl. So Mia walking in acting like she run the place, knowing full well them people don't know her. I was so embarrassed for her. Is so-and-so here today? Or do you guys have any patients? Oh, okay. She's like, yeah, I don't own this one anymore, but I have 22 of them and I'm going to sell them soon. Mia, if you had 22 joints, then why did you move out of your place into an apartment? Mia, the math is not mathing. You and Gordon said y'all didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Now you got 22 joints. This little field trip was a fool. Do you hear me? And Mia, you are such a poser. And Gizelle had me cracking up because I was wondering the same thing, honey, because it was just as empty in there. Gizelle said, so when does it get busy? Like on the weekends? Which I was there on a Tuesday. Gizelle like, listen, it ain't going up on a Tuesday. What's happening in here? So then they left the joint and then they went to lunch. Okay, so this is the time that we're going to celebrate Wendy. I'm just trying to figure it out. So they sit down and Gizelle is trying to rally the girls. And she told Kiana, I really didn't like the fact that, you were crying and I heard about it and whatnot. And she made sure that Ashley, her little minion, she's like, do you want to apologize? She's like, I already did. I guess Gizelle is in charge of the girls, huh? Because not her telling Ashley she needs to apologize and Ashley saying, I already did, Mom. This is a mess. Look, Kiana said, no, that was just her piggybacking off of Mia. Baby Gizelle said, let me get the heifers to re-argue because I missed it. All of y'all get to re-argue. I missed the whole thing. So she said she was shocked at Mia bringing up her past, given that she has a colorful past. Well, that was nice of you, Kiana. That was a nice way to describe it because, baby, I would have said, you got your nerves questioning me when you were sliding down everybody's pole. Girl, goodbye and good night. Don't come over here. Don't come for me unless I send for you. So now they're going back and forth and back about the selling of the pills or the selling of the puss. Honey, it's just so much going on. Okay, it's really going on. And then Mia is saying, well, that's not illegal. And then Kiana said, oh, okay, so selling it isn't illegal. Got it. So now they're going back and forth. Kiana said, well, what is my current man doing while you're posted on the corner? 1 point for Kiana, 0 for Mia. That was good to me. I like a little play on words. That was really good to me. Now, this is just me, y'all. This is just me. I don't see the big deal in the illustrious words of Lanithia Leaks. Don't tell me what has been. Tell me what's now. Honey, I don't give a damn about what has been. What are we doing right now, today's date? Moving forward. So Jazzy then tells them that she's having a party because, of course, her man was a part of the winning Super Bowl team. They're having a party to celebrate, and she's going to make sure that all the single men are there so that they can mix and mingle. So then Jacqueline starts talking about how she's lost 15 pounds since last year and going to the gym makes her feel strong and makes her feel like nobody should F with her. Here go Gizelle talking about, is that to Karen? Why are y'all trying to make Jacqueline versus Karen a thing? It's not giving what y'all think it's giving. I'm glad Rob is no longer a part of the franchise, but Robin and Karen was much more entertaining than Jacqueline and Karen. Mainly because Jacqueline is ditzy. And she don't know her head from a hole in the ground. So it's like it's really not giving anything. I'm really not interested in round 2 and Jacqueline getting chewed up and spit out. I'm just not interested in it. So child, they skipped right on back past that. Lunch is now over and now they're going home to get ready for dinner. How many meals can one heifer eat? How many meals can y'all eat? All y'all been doing is eating and focusing on Mia. I don't like this for y'all. I really don't. I don't like it for you. Child, Mia got the air off. It's hot in there. She got that air off because she on a payment plan since she sold a joint. She got to keep that air off. Let me tell you something. I live in Texas, and I was wondering why my damn bill was so high. So, baby, I called myself. This is story time. It's not really a story time. So, baby, I called myself calling down to the TXU energy of it all. Boop, boop, boop. And they like, put in your account number. I'm like, why the hell my light bill so high? This man gonna tell me in the dead of summer to turn my AC off. I said, say what now? Turn it off. Oh, you done lost your rabbit mind. So I think Mia is trying to conserve the energy so she don't get that high TXU bill. This is crazy. Let me tell you something. Now that I'm in perimenopause, honey, you better not turn no damn air off. We would be fighting in here. Do you hear me? I need all the air on and fans too. Moving forward. Now that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. So then they start showing all the ladies. Jazzy is calling her man. The reception is sketchy. Girl, you're just trying to check up on him and you ain't fooling me. Ashley and Gizelle, they're sitting outside talking because they're waiting for the ladies. And Ashley is telling Gizelle that she revamped her talent show song and she added an EDM beat. The way that Ashley was so excited about this beat and she was just smiling and singing and singing. And the way that Gizelle was just sitting there looking crazy reminded me of when Kim was pretending to practice her music when she was on tour with Candy and Nene had met them down in Orlando. Whoa, 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 whoa. And Nene was like, she want me to think she can sing so bad. Baby, Gizelle was not impressed. Do you hear me? It was awful. Just awful. Just like them little TikTok dances. Moving forward. So they're all wearing their red. Wendy is in her white. As they're downstairs waiting, Jacqueline smells a whiff of BV. Now, I don't know what was going on because it was only you and Mia in the general vicinity. But I'm just saying. So then Mia's like, is it me? Go down there and smell and see if it's me. Ew. The way that this is taking a turn. Girl, you just wanted to sniff up under Mia's clothes, as my grandmother would say. Girl, what is wrong with y'all? It's giving disgusting. So after they get through being gross, they get on the Sprinter and they play screw, marry, or kill. I can't say the F word. So they're going around to the ladies. Ashley says she screws Stacy. And baby, the way Stacy will be giggling and at every single touch. No, ma'am. I don't grin in the bed. I do not grin in the bed. And I could just see Stacy being goofy. It would turn me right on off, child. She said she would marry Gizzard and kill Wendy and then bring her back. No, thank you, Ashley. Now on to Wendy. Wendy, now, I know you happy that Gizelle has finally accepted to speak to you or whatever, but this one right here was given desperate for acceptance. Talking about you, F Gizelle. Girl, bye. Then she said she would marry Kiarna and kill Jacqueline. So then Karen says she would F the mess out of Mia. Ew, Karen, you another one. It's given under the influence at this very moment. Because why? Girl, what is going on? What y'all talking about in here? She said she would marry Jazzy and Kiarna and kill Jacqueline. Jacqueline, you have been deceased for a few rounds now. Let's see if we can resuscitate you. Because the helpers hate you. I'm just telling you right now, the helpers can't stand you. So then Stacy said that she'd marry Ashley, kill Jacqueline, and F Mia because with Mia, she would never be bored. And girl, you'd be losing your damn mind when Mia get through gaslighting you. You'd be so confused. You don't know if you're coming or going. So then Jacqueline says she'd F Ashley because she already F'd Mia. Baby, we don't give a damn. Ew. Do you hear me when I say ew? This whole ride is like a fever dream. I did not know because what are y'all even talking about? What are y'all talking about? Do y'all remember when Potomac first came on the scene and they used to have their pinkies in the air season 1? Now it's their legs. Ooh, way this show has changed. Do you hear me? Jacqueline's a little weirdo. I don't care if nobody agrees, honey. She giving little weirdo energy and that's just that on that. Gizelle said Mia can talk about a million men, but the minute she talks about a woman, Jacqueline gets in her feelings. It's very strange considering how they treated each other, but I guess it was a lover spat. That's what it's giving me. But all in all, it's odd. Okay? 2 odd ducks. Moving forward. So they get down to the restaurant. They're ordering their food. Wendy is sitting at the head of the table, and she's talking about how this has been her most memorable birthday, and she's going to remember this forever. Remember it for what? Me and her shenanigans? But then she said this. She said that she usually only celebrates with Eddie and she doesn't invite outside people because she doesn't think that people would want to celebrate her. And I found that so strange because Wendy is a part of a sorority. So you would think she has a friend group, you know, and I just felt bad for her when she said that. And that's why she's probably so happy that she's finally being acknowledged by the group on her birthday. Okay, I get it, girl. So they're all going around saying nice things about Wendy, and I'm here for them lifting her up and speaking life into her because she's had a rough couple of seasons. Okay, finally, this trip is about Wendy. We are not talking about Mia, thank God. Okay, happy birthday, Wendy. So then they do a toast, but Stacy says, let's discuss Jazzy and her man. We keep talking about mine, but let's talk about hers. She said, are y'all planning on getting married? Honey, I know that's right. So then Jazzy is telling them that her and her man will get married. He's the best thing that's ever happened to her. They've had a few bumps in the road, but they've gotten through it. So then she says that he's a father to 2 boys who were there or created before her. The children are 3 and 1. And the 1-year-old just turned 1 a month prior. Jazzy, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. Baby. The first one, okay, because you said y'all been together a couple years, which implies 2. So if he's 3, then okay. Okay. But that second one, either he left her for you and he spun the block or he cheated on you. Either way, grab your self-respect and go. I don't care nothing about no Super Bowl ring, no Super Bowl champ, no Super Bowl. Baby, I don't care nothing about a bowl of cereal. I don't care nothing about that. Okay, I really don't. Why are you allowing this man to have all these kids and y'all are not even married? Now, she said when they were dating, the woman was already 3 months pregnant. He didn't know and she didn't know, which is why she found out later. Girl, you are sounding like Ashley from Love is Blind over there trying to rationalize Tyler's foolishness. It doesn't matter how they got here. The math is not mathing. When you are in a relationship with him, whether you were just kicking it, shout out to Escape, or if you were actually serious, the children have come and they have not come through you. So then Kiana steps in and says, well, you know what? I've been through the same thing because I dated an athlete and he had 2 women pregnant at the same damn time. Here come Mia talking about, oh, you know what? This sounds oddly familiar. Like, who is he? Who did he play for? Because the same thing happened to me. Mia, please. And when was this? When you were the mayor of Charlotte? Girl, you always got a story or a tall tale to tell. Girl, hush. You're married. You got Murder Inc. You in Potomac. You in Charlotte. You a stripper, but the owner of 22 joints. You ain't got no money. You're moving on up like George and Wheezy, but then you got to move into a cot, a studio apartment. Now you got ink. Girl, sure, Jan. Sure. You dated an athlete. You just want to get in that girl's business. You want her to tell you a name so you can go back and investigate it and start some mess. Girl, you cannot be trusted. So then Kiana was basically like, girl, bye. She said, no, what did he play? He plays hopscotch. That's what he You don't know him. Don't worry about it, Mia. You do not know him. Girl, goodbye and good night. Moving forward. So then Kiana is talking about, you know, any successful man, you need to be prepared for them to cheat. Girl, success or no success, they gonna play in your face. Okay? And you need to be prepared to exit once they do. Talking about some be prepared. Girl, please do not be giving out that kind of advice. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you something someone should have told me. The minute they get to playing, don't get to staying. Okay? If he dip, you dip, we dip. Okay? Just go. Do not allow someone to bring you down. Okay? Because you can find someone who will be 100% about you. Status or no status. So then Gizelle gets in a confessional. And like Gizelle said, she said, girl, he cheated on you. He had 2 babies and you decided to stay. Just say that. And girl, we know she know. So you might want to listen to her because she know. Shout out to Pastor Jamal. Moving forward. So then they cheers and Jacqueline, oh, awkward self. She talking about, and y'all need to go home and take a shower because you've been dirty all week. Womp, womp, womp. Baby Jacqueline stay cringy, don't she? Okay, dinner is over. Back to the house. We see them 6 hours later. Wendy looks like she's been rolled wet and hung up dry. Baby, that's them 40s. It come at you fast. I'm telling you. You'll be perfectly fine. It's like your body knows that there's a 4 in front of your number. I was perfectly fine in my 30s. Baby, as soon as that clock struck 12 and there was a 4, I immediately had to oil up my knees, baby. Immediately. It's not the same. It's not the same. So Wendy is feeling like hell and Stacey just a talking. Stacey, please, it's too early. It's too early. The way that Wendy got that wig combed over. The way Wendy got that damn wig combed over looking like George Washington. This is a mess. Stacey in everybody's room just talking. Hey, why are you packing like that? Did you get your shoes? Are you riding with them? What are you guys doing? Did you pack already? Did you eat breakfast? Stacey, leave people alone. But what was so funny to me is that she said Ashley looked like she had been in the washing machine all night. I love me some Stacey. Oh, she is a breath of fresh air. Do you hear me? When I say that was funny to me, I said, baby, not her in the washing machine. Okay. On the rinse cycle all night long. So they all pack it up and head on back to Potomac. Let me tell y'all something. I'm speaking directly to y'all. Do not let me a host not now another trip. When I say now another, I do mean not now another trip. And I'm just convinced that Potomac just doesn't have good trips. It's every single season. Like, what's wrong with y'all? And that was the end of the episode. The episode was cute. It was. I just wish that we would do more activities. Why y'all let Mia take y'all down to that joint? We really could have been doing something. Well, then we went down to Austin and Ashley had y'all in there with chicken bingo. Child, this is just a fool. Okay, y'all just stop the trips and stay down in Potomac. Because otherwise, it just ain't working out for y'all. Y'all comment down below. Tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Come back next week. Let's talk about it. Comment and I'm going to comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.